The wooden table creaks under the weight of silence. A single porcelain bowl sits empty, its surface catching the dim light of dusk. Beside it, a faded photograph of a smiling grandmother, her hands dusted with flour. The hearth is cold, the air heavy with absence. This kitchen once thrived with laughter and the scent of broth. Now, only echoes remain. The camera lingers on the bowl, as if waiting for it to fill itself with memories. Suddenly, the room blooms with color, a flashback. Grandmother hums a folk tune as she chops spring onions, her knuckles gnarled but steady. A pot bubbles on the stove, steam curling like ghosts carrying the aroma of ginger and garlic. Her floral apron flutters as she stirs, whispering secrets to the broth. This was her alchemy. Love simmered into every ladleful. The memory flickers, leaving only the empty bowl behind. A wrinkled envelope, postmarked from Seoul, rests beside the bowl. The protagonist's trembling fingers unfold the letter, ink smudged by rain or tears. The words "she's gone" unravel like a thread pulled from a well-woven cloth. Outside, the wind rustles persimmon leaves. Inside, the soup bowl seems to deepen, its emptiness now a chasm. The grandmother's laughter still echoes, but the stove will never light the same way again. Chopped scallions scatter like fallen hopes across the counter. The pot boils over, hissing, a stark contrast to grandmother's controlled simmer. The protagonist tastes the broth and winces, too salty, missing the depth of her touch. Burnt garlic sticks to the pan, a metaphor for effort gone awry. They sigh, wiping their hands on a stained cloth. The recipe isn't in the ingredients, it's in the hands that made them dance. Inside a drawer sticky with disuse, fingers brush against leather. A notebook, its pages yellowed as autumn leaves. The spine cracks open to reveal spidery handwriting, for when you need warmth. Lists of ingredients unfold like love letters, a pinch of patience, 2 handfuls of memories. Here, in ink and time, grandmother's voice whispers anew. The protagonist traces the words, as if touching her hands. The village market bustles under a peach-colored sky. The protagonist kneels by a basket of dewy mugwort, just as grandmother once did. Vendors nod knowingly. They remember the old woman's meticulous selections. A child offers a wild ginseng root, dirt still clinging to its twists. These aren't just herbs, they're fragments of a world that loved her. The basket grows heavy with more than plants. The knife moves differently now, slower, reverent. As the broth simmers, the air shimmers with a mirage. Grandmother's translucent figure guiding their wrist, her laughter woven into the steam. The secret, she'd said, is to stir counterclockwise like the turn of seasons. The scent unfolds, anise, sesame, something indefinable. For a moment, the kitchen is alive again. A spoon trembles midair. The first sip floods their mouth, almost hers, but not quite. A tear plops into the bowl, rippling the surface. It's missing the quiet confidence of her hands, the unmeasured just enough of fermented soy. Yet it's closer. The taste doesn't fill the absence, but it stitches the edges. They laugh through tears. Some things are lost, but some are merely changed. Neighbors crowd the table, bowls cradled like cherished secrets. "Remember when she added too much pepper?" chuckles the tailor. Stories rise with the steam. Her stubbornness, her generosity, the way she sang to her pots. The soup, imperfect but earnest, becomes a vessel for her legacy. The protagonist realizes this was never just food. It was the mortar of community, and she was the builder. A child's small hands clumsily roll dough, just as the grandmothers once guided theirs. "Again," they whisper, adjusting tiny fingers. The recipe book lies open between them, its spine cracked with new use. Outside, snow begins to fall, but the kitchen hums with warmth. The bowl is full again, not with replication, but with evolution. Somewhere, grandmother smiles. Her love was never meant to be preserved. It was meant to grow.